Ugh, I am just beat. I can't believe that it took me until this early in the morning to finally finish with my day at work. Anyways, once I wrap up with everything here, I am finally going to be going home to you.
Oh, hey, Julia. I think this is probably the latest I've ever seen you get off work. In fact, I feel like lately, all you've been working is the graveyard shift these days, right? Or rather, maybe I should just come out and say what I really mean. I know that you're having an affair with me. You're cheating on me, Julia.
Ryan, I couldn't even cheat on you if I wanted to. I just don't have the time with how busy work is always keeping me. But, I do really wish that I could count on you for just a little bit of help now and then, to be honest.
What are you talking about? You really think that I would ever want to give help to the person I know is cheating on me? Why would you even bother asking that?
For the last time, I am not cheating on you, Ryan. Honestly, you're being ridiculous. Do you know that? But I would like some help because I'm wondering if you have any idea the state of our business? Because I feel like if you had any idea at all about how things really were, you would understand how impossible it is for me to cheat on you. I'm just too busy. I literally only go to and from the house and office. That's why I would like just a little more help from you, Ryan. Please, I know for a fact that I'm really not asking for much, but you need to be doing at least the bare minimum around here.
No, I'm not gonna do anything. I refuse to help a no-good cheater like you.
Ryan, do you really not care at all what happens to our business? I mean, don't you care about the future of all this hard work that we've put in? Doesn't it worry you when I say that our business could seriously be in trouble?
Oh, please. You don't know what you're talking about at all. I know for a fact that our business is doing just fine. You're going to have to think of a better excuse to try and convince me that you're not cheating. But anyways, since we're already on the topic of the business and money and all of that, I want you to give me a bit more money to spend this month.
Wait, what? Are you serious, Ryan? Do you really need more money? I feel like I just handed you your monthly allowance. Are you telling me that you really spent all of the money that I gave you that was meant to last you the entire month?
I didn't ask for your input on how I get to spend my money. Thank you very much. So why don't you just shut up and give me more when I say I need it? Honestly, just who do you think you even are talking to your husband this way? Don't you know a woman's place in the house is just to do whatever her husband says to her? If you dare try and backtalk me like that ever again, I could tell you that there will be consequences. I already know that you're cheating on me, so don't think that I'm afraid to divorce you.
Are you kidding me? Did you seriously just threaten to divorce me if I don't pay you more money every month? Just who do you think you are?
You can complain about it all you want, but nothing is going to make me budge on this. You should know that I've been waiting for this for a long time. I've kept signed divorce papers in my desk for the day that I finally caught you cheating on me. And now, I finally get to hold them over you.
Ryan, have you ever been reading a single word that I've been sending you? I am telling you that I am not cheating on you, okay? Now can you please stop all of this nonsense?
Oh, please. You really think that I'm going to believe that when you've been working through the night for weeks now? You can't really think that I'd ever believe a single word that you have to tell me, right?
You know, that really is rich coming from you, Ryan. You're the one that's always leaving me all alone at the house on weekends. You're hardly ever here when I'm around.
Well, it's not my fault that you're bad at matching up your life rhythm with mine, but I'm not going to adjust my schedule to match some cheating hussies.
You are just terrible. Do you know that? I mean, I am trying to explain to you that I am working hard to make sure that we don't go under, but you refuse to listen and just keep accusing me of cheating on you. But you know what? Fine. If this is the way that you really want to end things between us, then so be it. Why don't you take out those divorce papers and leave them on the table for when I get home?
You mean you're really finally going to divorce me? Oh wow, this is so great. Thank you so much. Hey there, Julia. It's been a while since we last spoke, hasn't it? How have you been? How are things with you?
Wait a second. Is this Ryan? Are you seriously texting me out of the blue like this?
Oh, come on. I know that I left you 3 years ago, but I really hope that you're not still all pissy about it. I would have thought that you'd have done a little bit more thinking about what you did wrong. But I want you to know that I'm finally ready to forgive you for all that you've done, and I'm ready to get back together with you. So why don't you bring me those divorce papers of yours?
I seriously have no idea what you're talking about at all. How can you take me back when we're already divorced? What are you even saying?
I'm telling you that I'm going to kick you to the curb and leave you all over again. So how about you just be a good woman and say the only thing you should be saying to men? Yes.
Right. Well, I'm not really sure what this is all about, but if you want to get back together with me, I guess I'll have to check and see if it's okay with my husband.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean that you'll have to check if you can get back together with me with your husband?
Well, after you and I got divorced 3 years ago, I met someone and married him, so I have a husband now.
Yeah, right. You really think I'm going to fall for that one? There isn't a man alive who would want to ever marry someone like you. Unless, I think I see what's happened here. You were in so much shock that I left you, that you made up someone in your head that you now believe that you're married to. Wow. Well, that really is just sad. Did you know that?
Ryan, you seriously don't even know what you're talking about. In fact, you never know what you're talking about at all. But if you really want to know, the man that I remarried was on our company's management team.
Wait a second. Was he that guy that we went to go check out that hotel with that one time? I think I remember him. His name was Max, wasn't it? I even remember him giving me his business card when we first all met those years ago.
Well, then I guess that means you know he's a real person and you can quit calling me a liar then.
But I remember that after that, we put all our eggs into the hotel basket, right? So does that mean that you two are still running that place? Because I've driven by it a few times, and it seriously looks like a rundown piece of crap. I bet that your husband Max probably has to work as a bellboy, because your whole hotel is about to fall into bankruptcy any day now.
I would appreciate it if you kept your opinions on my hotel business and my husband to yourself, Ryan.
But I'm only telling the truth. I mean, nothing I'm saying about this is wrong at all, you know? So, how about you take my advice and ditch a loser like Max? Instead, you can get back together with me, and we can go back to being husband and wife. Think it over. I'm sure that you'll make the right decision in the end. And let me know once you're ready for a real man again.
Hey there, Max. I'm really sorry to bother you while I know that you're busy working, but I just wanted to make sure that you were okay.
Oh, hey there, honey. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. I'm actually pretty free right now, so we could talk if you needed something.
Well, the thing is that I actually just got a message from my ex-husband not that long ago.
Wait a second. Are you talking about the man who accused you of cheating on him while the hotel business was looking really shaky? He really messaged you? That's crazy. Why would he bother doing that after all this time? Did he say at all what he wanted with you? Why did he even bother reaching out like that?
Well, he actually texted me because he wanted to ask me if I wanted to get back together with him. Can you believe that?
Hold on a second. You mean that after accusing you of cheating on him, leaving you while your business was in trouble, and disappearing for 3 years, came back out of the blue to ask you to take him back?
Yeah, that pretty much sums it all up quite well. But of course, I really don't want anything to do with him now. But I just thought that I should let you know that it happened. It's actually been on my mind, worrying me a lot since we talked. I mean, I just don't know why he would pop back up in my life like this. I have no idea what he wants from me, and it's got me really worried. Anyways, I really am sorry to bother you with all of this while you're at work. I don't want to give you more to worry about.
Julia, please. You know you don't have to apologize to me for anything, especially not coming to me about this. I feel like you've told enough about you and Ryan to know the kind of crap that he puts you through. But I just want you to know that I'm always going to have your back no matter what. I mean, we're husband and wife. We'll get through anything together, as a couple. Not just this business with your ex, but in anything. If there's ever anything that I can do for you, you know that you can always come to me, right?
Thank you so much, Max. I just really have no idea how I would be able to keep this hotel afloat if it weren't for you. I just wanted to let you know that I'm really thankful to have someone like you in my life, you know?
Oh, come on. You don't need to say all that. You know that I would do anything for you because I want to. So please, don't ever worry about coming to me with this kind of stuff. I'm happy that you trust me enough to do so.
Thank you so much for being so understanding. I should have known that there was nothing to worry about when it comes to you. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know that I've gotten everything ready for tomorrow, so I was going to go to bed pretty soon here.
Yeah, no problem at all. I hope you sleep well, Julia. See you tomorrow. So tell me, Julia, did you finally smarten up and decide to leave your husband like the little loser he is?
Ryan, I already told you that I have no intention at all of leaving my husband, and I'd appreciate it if you'd quit talking to me.
Are you kidding me? What do you mean you're not going to leave your husband? Don't you know what I could offer you? You're making a mistake, you stupid woman.
Making a mistake? Ryan, let's get something straight here. 3 years ago, you were the one that came to me asking for the divorce, remember? I had just inherited this hotel from my parents who had died only months ago in that terrible car crash. I was busy every day trying to learn how to run a hotel and manage staff and make guests happy, and you never did anything to help. Instead, you would just always put me down or insult me. You made me feel like an idiot for caring about my parents' legacy.
Well, you don't have any right to be mad at me. After all, you were the one cheating on me the whole time. So what do you have to say about that?
I have to say the same thing that I told you 3 years ago when you accused me of that. I never, ever cheated on you. You made that all up and refused to listen to anything I might say otherwise.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Honestly, you can keep on believing that if you want. But the thing is that I'm not even mad that you cheated on me anymore. I'm willing to let that all just go into the past and never be mentioned again. But you should know that before our divorce, if you had just given me a bit more money like I asked you, none of this would have ever happened. I would have overlooked all your cheating, and I would have just let you go about your business. And all you had to do was give me a little more money every month. In fact, since we're getting back together, you should know that I'm only going to go along with it if you start giving me money every month again.
I see what this is all about now. You're having money problems, aren't you? Well, I suppose that you really haven't changed at all then. But do you really think that you're going to be able to pester me for money after all this time, Ryan?
Well, never let it be said that I didn't think you were a sharp one. You saw right through me, Julia.
I see. Well, I'm just going to need more time to get ready for all of this, so maybe just wait for me a little longer.
Finally! I was waiting so long for this. You have no idea how happy I am to read those words. Hey there, Julia. I was just wanting to check in and see if you had divorced your husband yet.
Ryan, it's literally been like 9 or 10 hours since we last messaged each other. No, I haven't divorced him yet.
Oh, come on. You have to hurry up and do it already. Just how long are you going to keep me waiting for this, Julia? Hurry up and leave your husband right now. If you have him sign the divorce papers now, we can probably get all the paperwork handled in a matter of hours. You still remember the window in the courthouse that you have to go to get all of that filed away, right?
Ryan, I would really appreciate it if you waited for me to reach out to you about all of this, okay?
Ugh, I should have known not to count on you to get anything done in a rush. You're always so lazy. Do you know that? You are always putting me off and telling me to wait for stuff.
You know, I've actually been wondering why you've chosen to come back to me out of all the other people I'm sure would love to date you.
Uh-huh, so you finally caught on to that little fact, did you?
I mean, yeah, I was wondering since you sent me the first of these messages just why you wanted anything to do with me anymore.
Well, I'm not going to tell you. If I tell you what I'm really thinking, then I don't think you'd want to marry me anymore. So there.
I see. Well, either way, I am still going to be getting things ready here, so you can really tell me whatever you want.
Wait, what? Are you serious? You mean no matter what I say to you, you'll still marry me? Well, I guess in that case, I better tell you the whole truth. What I really want to get out of marrying you isn't you, but your hotel.
I'm not sure that I'm following what you mean. Ryan, would you mind explaining to me just a little bit better?
Well, I know that your hotel has to be at least worth something, right? I'm sure that if I sold it, I could get some kind of money from doing that. You can consider it your way of paying me back for all these years that I've been on my own. After all, you caused me a lot of trouble with that affair of yours.
But Ryan, you know that I inherited this hotel from my parents, right? Not only that, but you know how hard I've been working to keep the business going. You can't really be thinking about selling my family's business just to make a quick buck, right?
Oh, come on. I told you my plan already. Why can't you just leave that loser Max and just be with me already? You know that I'm the better match for you anyways. Just hurry up and get a divorce already.
I'm sorry, Ryan, but I just have a lot of preparations that I need to put in place first. And just what's with the rush, anyways?
You don't need to know anything about why I'm in such a rush. You just need to do as I say. Now, just how much longer are you going to try and keep me waiting, huh?
Don't tell me that this is how badly you need money right now. Is that what this is all about?
You don't know anything at all. Just do as I say and quit asking questions already.
You know what I think it is? I think that you're in a lot of debt, and I do mean a lot. And I think you're looking for anything that will help you dig your way out of that.
Wait, what? How did you find out about my debt issue? Do you have someone following me or something like that? I can't believe that you do this to me.
I didn't hire anyone to follow you or anything like that. I've just heard through old mutual friends of ours about the trouble you're in. But that's not all that I've heard about you. I've heard that you're in so much debt and were so bad about borrowing money that you borrowed money from several banks all at once. And now it's obvious that you're just looking for someone who can step in and help you take care of your problem, isn't that right? That's why you contacted me after all this time, isn't it? To try and get me to help you pay off all the debt that you owe?
No, I'm telling you that me wanting to marry you and sell your hotel has nothing at all to do with all the debt that I'm in.
I see. So then it's about trying to pass off your debt to me after we get married? Is that closer to the truth then?
Would be wrong with that anyways, huh? I mean, a husband and wife out to help each other out, right? Of course I would ask for your help if we got married.
I see. Well, you do know that a spouse isn't actually bound to help out with their spouse's debt just because the two of them are married, right?
Ugh, I seriously hate having to deal with you. Do you know that? I never even wanted to marry you in the first place. Yes, this was all just a big scam to help with my debt. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Well, you didn't need to come out and admit it like that. I'd obviously already put that all together myself. But you should know that I never ever said that I was going to divorce my husband. I just kept telling you that I needed more time to get ready.
What do you even mean by that? Get ready for what? What are you talking about? I thought you were talking about getting ready for the divorce and marrying me again.
Well, yes, I did that on purpose so that you would talk to me and think that I was actually going to remarry you.
Please, you have to do this for me. I'm deadly serious. All my loans are due by tomorrow, and I don't have nearly enough money to pay off any of them.
Yeah, you really haven't changed at all in this time, have you? You're still the same stupid, selfish man that you've always been. I mean, I have to say that I really was lost and confused about what happened to us 3 years ago, but it's clear to me now that I made the right choice.
Well, you went way too far trying to dig into my personal life and looking into my debt and all. I'm going to make you pay for that. You won't get away from me that easily. Hey, you're Julia's husband, aren't you? What's your name again? Max or something like that, right? I'm sorry, who are you, and how did you get this number? I don't have you in my contacts, and I don't know anyone who would talk to me like that. Oh, come on. Surely you remember me. I still have your business card from the day we met, you know? In fact, that's exactly how I got your phone number in the first place. I see. Well, I don't really remember who you are at all, but I give out my business card to a lot of people, so... Well, I'm not here to talk about business or anything like that. But the thing is that I was telling your wife about how I'm in serious financial trouble, and she completely refused to help me out at all. So now she's left me with no other choice but to come to you and beg for help with my money problem. I see. I take it that you're Ryan then. I feel like I've heard enough about you from my wife to understand what's going on here. I take it that you ended up taking out way more money than you would be able to afford, and now you're asking my wife and I for help to pay it back, yes? Hey, don't you talk to me like you know me. This is the first time that we're ever really talking, and you need to show me some respect. Sorry, I need to show my wife's ex-husband, who insulted her and showed back in her life to beg for money, respect? Look, I'm not here to have this conversation with you right now, okay? The point is that I already tried talking to Julia about this, and she wouldn't listen to me. So no, you have to step up and help me since she refused to. After all, we've been married to the same woman. Surely that makes you want to help me, right? I see. Well, okay. I suppose I could try and help you if you're having money problems. We do have an opening for some cleaning stuff at our hotel, and you could earn some money for yourself that way. If you'd like, I can even talk to the HR office about getting you an advance on your first paycheck if you really need the help. You mean your solution is to just try and make me work for my money? Are you out of your mind? Why in the world would I want to go and work for some shabby old hotel on its last legs anyways? You and your wife ought to just shut up and give me the money I'm asking for already. Wow, you really are even worse than Julia described you as being, and I really don't think that was possible. You really just aren't capable of taking care of yourself at all, are you? Excuse me? What did you just say to me? Who do you think you are to talk to me like that, huh? Why don't you try saying that to my face, you little punk? Not only that, but you really do act like a spoiled little kid when you don't get your way. But I take it that you don't really know much about our hotel. You think I'm an idiot or something? I know the hotel, and it looks like a great big piece of crap. There's no way a place like that is going to stay open for another year, so just give me my money. Wait a second, you aren't talking about the old location of the hotel, are you? Old location? What are you talking about? A hotel is a hotel. You can't just up and move. What do you mean, old location? Well, I mean that a few months ago, we decided to move out the business, not just the hotel itself, to a better location. And we've been working hard to make sure that everything is all set with that transfer, since it's been such a process. But we already have plenty of bookings, and repeat guests who are coming to stay with it. So I really think that your information needs to be updated. But wait, I thought you were in that old rickety building. Are you telling me that you guys are operating out of a new place now? Not only that, but your business is actually doing well? Please tell me that you're lying about that. Of course we're not lying about that. Our management team from the old location all came up with and agreed to the idea of trying to move to a more profitable location. And now, we've been able to increase our amount of overseas guests and have a lot of local businesses wanting to work with us. So we're actually doing better than we've ever done before, and we've only been here a few months. Well, wait a second. If that's the case, then just how much money would a cleaner at one of your hotels make? Well, we would begin by hiring a cleaner on a part-time basis and move them along their career from there. But there's substantial room for growth in responsibilities and wages. In fact, a couple members of our management team started at our hotel as cleaning staff and worked their way up to where they are now. But since you already shot down the idea, I really don't imagine that a job like that interests you at all. Well, hold on a second there. That was only because I had no idea the kind of money that your place was raking up now. I mean, I said no because I didn't want to be cleaning some old hotel that was on its way out anyways. But if you're telling me that you're all working out of a new location, and that business is really, really good, then I'll have no problem taking a job as a cleaner. Of course, you'll have to pay me the absolute maximum you can while I'm there. Wow, that really didn't take much at all, did it? You were so ready to look down at a job just because of assumptions that you were making. And the moment you found out that you were just making things up to be mad at, and the job was actually great, you turn around and act as if you can demand whatever you want from it. And who cares if I'm doing that? You already offered me the job, so just give it to me already. You're right, Ryan. I did offer you the job, and you turned it down right then and there, without asking any more questions about it. So I'm afraid that was a one-time offer that I was not planning on making again. Anyways, my wife and I still have a lot of work to do to make sure our transition here continues to go smoothly. I don't know what you're going to do with the rest of your life, but just make sure that you leave Julie and I out of it, or else it.
After Max sent that final message to Ryan, something really must have snapped in Ryan to make him do what he did next. He showed up the next week at the hotel unannounced and told our receptionist that he was there to start his new job at the hotel. She had no idea what he was talking about, but Ryan said that he was offered it directly from Max. Apparently our receptionist was quite scared because Ryan came into the hotel looking really scruffy and had a crazy look in his eye. She cautiously agreed to let him into the supply closet where the janitorial equipment was. She told him to get changed and then she would give him a tour of the hotel. The receptionist did, however, call Max and explain about the strange man. It was only hours later that Max happened to be stepping out of his office that he found Ryan there, in uniform, sitting on a bench and playing on his phone. Max could tell just by looking that the mop next to the bucket that was by the bench hadn't been put in the water at all that day. Max called the police and had Ryan hauled out of the hotel for trespassing. I heard that he was let go with a stern warning and began to job hunt in earnest after that. Because he hadn't had a real job in years, though, almost nowhere wanted to hire him. In the end, Ryan was only able to find part-time jobs and took on 3 of them at once to be able to keep up with his debt repayment and afford to live in a tiny little apartment. I realized the irony of him working the night shift with one of his jobs when it was me working there that led to him to suspect that I was cheating. But aside from that, I really haven't thought about Ryan at all since the police dragged him out of our hotel kicking and screaming about having a job there. Max and I have been way too busy handling things at our hotel and all the new business that we've never had before. After things began to settle down at our hotel, Max and I agreed that we couldn't put off hiring more staff any longer. We didn't realize just how much our operation would grow at the new location, and we quickly took on dozens of new staff members. Now, finally, Max and I have more time to spend with each other as husband and wife. Although now that I'm pregnant, I suppose that I should say that we'll have more spare time to spend together as a family. When I do think back on him, I'm in some ways grateful to Ryan. After all, if he hadn't shown me who he really was and left me then I would never have the life that I have now.
Hi, Delilah. I heard you bought a house. Oh, hi, Shannon. Yes, I did. Since I had money, I thought, why not live in a luxury house? It's a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It sure is. I heard it's huge and it just got built. Yes, last week. OMG, I'm so excited. I always wanted to live in this kind of house since I was little. That's great. You were able to make your dream come true. It's a nice house. What? You saw the house already? No, Josh sent me a picture. What did you do first? I see. I checked every single room and sang a melody of my favorite songs and crashed on my bed. Sounds like fun. Yeah, only the first day though. I really need to finish unpacking. Do you want me to help you with that? No, thank you, but I appreciate the offer. Just a question. Did something happen to you? You're not the Shannon I know. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm excited to live with you guys. The entrance is spacious, so Josh and I are planning to play volleyball. Wait, what? You're planning to live here also? Of course, you should have a few rooms open for me, right? Speaking of rooms, we talked about making one room filled with pets because we love them. We have a dog already. Seriously, wait! Before I continue with the conversation, let me collect my thoughts. So you found out from Josh that I bought a house and Josh invited you to live with us? Yes, is it something confusing? When was this decided? About 7-8 months ago. Josh never told me about this. Maybe you weren't listening to him. Well, now you know. This is too sudden. So I guess I can't live with you guys then? I didn't say you can't. It's more like, please let me know earlier. You didn't even bother to ask in the first place. I just lost my husband. Don't you feel bad for me? I didn't ask because I thought you hated me. What? Why would you say that? Let me see. You throw bones at me after you eat drumsticks, fry my lipstick when you make mozzarella sticks, break my perfume bottles on purpose. You even call me stupid and an idiot. That's my way of showing love to you. I'm not doing this because I don't like you, okay? Oh, so you're saying that targeting me and ruining my stuff is your way of showing love? Are you serious? Well, sorry, but that's me. You can ask Josh if you want. No thanks. Anyways, it's already decided if you want to live with us, that's fine. Don't you mean, can we live with you? What do you mean, it's my house? Excuse me, the man of the house is the boss and the power of the house. So that means that it's also my house because I gave birth to him. Damn, so you are sexist and rude. What year are you in right now? Who the hell cares? You're a useless wife who can't do any household chores. You have to live with me and learn things because that's your job. You should be thankful for that. It's scary how you change personalities that quickly. Yeah, and? What's your fault that you can't do anything because you grew up spoiled? I feel so bad for Josh. I can do things, you know. You just don't know that. Yeah, people that can't do things usually say that. Look, you have a problem with me, right? Also, I have a feeling that you're planning to do something. Do you have proof? No, but I just know. I have a sixth sense. Do we really need to argue about this now? You brought this up, so, you know. Do you want me to tell Josh to break up with you? Wow, a picture-perfect evil mother-in-law. I don't think he'll break up with me even if you tell him to. Yeah, talk shit about me as much as you want. But just let you know, he loves me more than you, so he'll definitely listen to me. Isn't that the kind of thing a mistress would say? Sorry to say this, but it's lame to compete with your son's wife like that. Bitch! I'll never forgive you! I'm going to tell Josh! Go ahead, I bet you're going to talk to him as if you're the victim, so I'll talk to him right now. Hey Josh, do you have time now?
Yeah, I do. But is texting okay?
Sure.
Thanks. What's up?
I just had an argument with your mom.
About what?
Actually, before I talk about that, why didn't you tell me that your mom is gonna live with us? This is my house.
Sorry. I thought you knew and agreed to this.
No! I have a good memory and I swear to God I didn't say yes.
I'm so sorry about that. Should I say no to her?
No, she can live with us because it was already planned from a while ago, but she's only allowed if she's respectful to me.
Respectful? Oh, can you tell me what happened, by the way?
She was so nice to me in the beginning, but began to talk about me not being able to do household chores and ended up saying she'll make you break up with me.
What? Are you serious? You do household chores just fine. Also, I will never break up with you even if she tells me to.
Yeah, that's what I told her, but she said that people who'd say that can't do anything. Thanks.
Wow, that is disrespectful.
Also, do you remember what she did to me before?
I remember you telling me that she ruined your stuff by frying it and breaking it, right?
Yeah. I know that she's gonna ruin my stuff again, so can you keep an eye on her?
Sure, I'll make sure it doesn't happen.
Please, living with her is going to probably be stressful, so if she ruins my stuff, I'm scared that I might do something because some of my stuff is expensive.
I'm so sorry about this, Delilah.
It's good. Hey, can I ask you a question? Did you send her pictures of the house?
No, I didn't.
What? She said that you sent her pictures.
I don't even have one picture of this house yet because I've been too busy with work. Did you upload it on social media?
Not yet.
She probably came here and took pictures then.
Wow, she doesn't respect privacy and our feelings.
Yeah, it's not even her house.
OMG. Guess what she said? She said that since you're the man of the house, you're the boss and the owner of the house, so it belongs to her too.
What? What kind of bullshit statement is that? That's ridiculous. I will go talk to her later, okay?
She's actually going to call you in a little bit, I think.
Oh, really?
Yes, I bet she's going to act like the victim, though.
She's probably mentally unstable because she just lost her husband.
I know that it's something painful, but that doesn't mean she can attack me.
I will talk to her about this also. Sorry I haven't been home for a while. It would be a lot quicker if we talked face to face.
True. But you don't need to apologize. It's a multi-billion-dollar project that you worked hard to get all these years. Good luck with it, and don't let the pressure get to you, okay?
Thank you, Delilah. Oh, incoming call from my mom. Hey, Delilah. I just talked to my mom and she apologized about attacking you.
Thank you for talking to her. That's great. But isn't she apologizing to me directly?
She said that she needs some time to think about what to say.
That's kind of weird, but okay.
She promised me not to touch your stuff and not complain about the household chores.
Is she serious about this, or is she just saying this because you said it?
I think she's serious. I did tell her that if I find her touching your stuff, I'll kick her out.
Okay then. So when is she coming here?
I think in about a week or so.
I hope we can get along. That way I can be less stressful.
This might be a perfect opportunity to understand each other and get along.
Yeah, if she listens to me, though.
She probably will, because she told me that she wants to know more about you.
I doubt that. I bet that she wants to find my weaknesses and use them against me.
Maybe not. Why don't you give her one chance? And if she does ask you questions like that, I will think about her living with us.
Perfect. Thanks, Josh.
No problem. Anyways, I need to go back to work now.
Shannon, what is that fountain, and what are you doing on the porch? Oh, you're home. I didn't see you. Is there something wrong? No, I saw you from my car and didn't want to do anything with you, so I came to the library. I saw you sitting on the porch wearing sunglasses and smoking a cigar. Cigar smoke can leave stains and odor, you know. Also, you never told me about putting the fountain in the garden. So, this is my house now, so I can do whatever I want. Don't you love the design of it? It literally looks like a giant toilet bowl. Didn't you have other options? Hey, this was pretty expensive. I can make something better with my eyes closed. Listen, if you have a problem, why don't you leave and go live somewhere else? You're not allowed to come here anymore. What? Did I say something confusing? No, but this is Josh and my house. I'm not going anywhere. Well, you should give up because you and Josh are no longer married. What? I hired a lawyer to file the divorce papers for you and Josh at the clerk's office today, so you guys are no longer husband and wife. This house belongs to me. Why would the house be yours if we were to get divorced? I don't need to explain anything. It just will be, okay? Don't worry, I'm going to pay the mortgage. Oh, really? Thank you. That'll be very helpful. You can have the house then. Can you fill out and sign the property transfer agreement? I'll send it to you later on. Sure, thank you for understanding me. Pack your stuff up and get out, okay? Sure, give me like 2 days. Of course. I'm so lucky to have your house with a mortgage of $300 per month. 300. It's actually 30 grand per month. What? You're lying. How can I be lying? Look at the house. People believe if I told them a celebrity lives there. It shouldn't cost that much because it's in a rural area and the land is inexpensive. I know that. You really don't know anything, do you? Anyways, the mortgage is 30 grand per month, okay? I'm 100% sure that the mortgage is 300. Are you sure that I can be the owner of the house? I'm just making sure so that you won't decide to sue me or something. I don't have a problem with that, but if something happens, I'm not going to help you, okay? Nothing is going to happen, so I don't need your help. Okay. Anyways, I'll go home now and start packing, I guess. I'll call Josh to talk about this. Yes, it's official. The house is mine now. That's great. Congrats. Josh is still pissed at you, though. Yeah, and it doesn't matter to me anymore. Actually, I really didn't care about him to begin with. What? I thought you loved him. Josh still loves you and cares about you. He's your son. So I was just lying to get his house. Seriously, don't you feel ashamed to do something like this? Not really. I got perfect revenge. I didn't like both of you, so I divorced you both and kicked you out of the house. I'm actually thinking this is a brilliant plan of destroying the project he's working on right now so he can fall rock bottom just like you. How about spreading rumors? You're such a disgusting person. I never met someone like you in my life. Yeah, whatever. Hey, guess what? I have a new boyfriend and he's going to be living with me soon. My life has been better, unlike the two of you. It's the best feeling. How long have you been dating him? Why would I tell you? I just wanted to know. Calm down. Well, it's none of your business because I don't need to tell a stranger about it. Excuse me? Stranger? You guys are not part of my family anymore. If you have a problem, do something. I won't do anything because I know that you'll face consequences later on. Will not. We'll see about that. Hey, how come the mortgage is 30 grand every month? I think the invoice is wrong. I told you it's going to be 30 grand per month. Good luck. House is worth it, though. Josh told me it was 300. Did he really say that? I asked him and he has no idea what you're talking about. What? He said 300 the last time I called him. I think he was talking about the motorcycle he bought because he paid by a loan. You thought it was about the house? What? Motorcycle? Yes. It's okay. Everyone makes mistakes. Tell me the mortgage really is 30 grand per month? Yes. You're the owner of the house, so it's your responsibility to pay for this month. Wait, there's no way I can pay that much. Can you two come back? I'll let you guys live here. Absolutely not. You said that we're strangers now, so I have an idea. Why don't you ask your boyfriend if he can pay for it? It's 30 grand. Yeah, and if he lives with you, I'm pretty sure he'll help you out. Oh, I haven't heard anything about your boyfriend. What kind of person is he? What's his job? I want to know because I'm surprised that someone would love a disgusting person like you. Excuse me, I'm not disgusting. I'm a respectable person. And so is he, especially him because he did a lot of things for me to get this house. What things? You're scaring me. That doesn't matter. Hey, do you want to know what he looks like? We can take a selfie together now and send it to you if you want. We love each other more than you guys love each other. Ew, I don't want to see a selfie of a middle-aged couple. I know you want to see it. Stop lying. Wait, he's gone. What? He's not here. His stuff is gone too. He was there before? Yes, we looked at the invoice together. Then he shouldn't have had time to pack his stuff. He only had like 5-10 minutes. Maybe he's in the bathroom or in the closet. He only has one pair of clothes and one bag. Didn't you think that was suspicious from the beginning? Who moves in with one pair of clothes and a bag? I thought he would just buy stuff later on. I bet he approached you for the house and ran away after he saw the invoice. His mission was probably to take over the house. How do you know this? I'm pretty sure anyone would know. Can you please help me? I didn't expect this to happen. Isn't this what you wanted? You got the house. Yeah, but I misunderstood something. There's no way I can pay this much. So I might get kicked out. Plus, I need to pay for the fountain in the garden. Wow, you're an idiot. Why didn't you think before you put it there? I thought I was able to pay for it. Well, I told you I won't help you, so good luck with that. Can I talk to Josh then? He hasn't been picking up his phone. Looks like he doesn't want to talk to you anymore. He was done with you since you said that he's nothing to you and you're threatening to destroy his project. Where are you guys now? Can you please help me? I apologize and I'll do whatever you want me to do. Why would we help you? Grow up and take some responsibility for your actions. We'll cut ties with you, so good luck with everything. We're strangers now, so don't think about reaching out for help. I told you that you'll face consequences later on. Are you going to leave me? That's so mean. That's my way of showing love to you. I'm not doing this because I really don't like you, okay? She got kicked out of the house because she couldn't pay the mortgage. She had to go into debt to survive, but it kept growing because she had to pay for the fountain. She looked for her boyfriend, who ran away from her. And as expected, he was a swindler and in jail right now for a few charges. With no home and no money, she kept on running away from the debt collectors, but was caught while trying to escape at night. And I don't know where she is right now. I think she's forced to work underground somewhere, but she deserves this. Josh and I started living in that house again, and we're living a happy life together every day.
Ren, what the hell do you think you're doing?
Huh? What, Mom? Why are you asking something like that out of nowhere?
I want to know what you're doing. I just saw you walking out in front of the subway station a second ago. That was you, right? What do you think you're doing walking around like that in public?
I guess that was me because I was just walking near there. So you happened to see me then? And question why I'd be walking around?
I sure as hell did see you. Tell me what the hell is going on, right now! To what extent are you going to keep acting all reserved and careless about things when you look like that?
Huh?
It's been 5 years since the last time I saw you in person, and there has not been a single thing about you that's changed. Your sister happens to be a model, and is making it big in that business. So why are you so simple and not doing anything fun with your life? Were you really born from the same parents as her?
I don't think that's something the person that literally gave birth to me should be asking.
Not only is your face not as cute as hers, but I tried so hard for so long to make you the cute little girl I always wanted you to be. And this is how I'm repaid? You never once listened to the things I said you should be doing.
Well, the reason I never turned out like Jessica is probably due to the fact that I don't care for makeup or dressing in fancy clothing.
And I'm telling you right now that that's not a good thing. Please, just become a little bit more like your big sister. I mean, she's been on live television multiple times now, unlike you. If people begin to find out that she has such an uncool little sister like you, they might stop caring about her.
I don't feel like her and I have anything to do with one another, though.
Ugh, I've had enough of this. I don't even want to think of you as my little girl anymore. I knew long ago that after you graduated from school, I should have just cut ties with you completely.
Well, you did end up kicking me out of the house then, so that's pretty much the same thing, right?
Well, starting today, I'm going to never speak to you again. I never want an ugly woman like you in my sights ever again, and I mean that.
Sure thing. You didn't even have to tell me that because that was my plan from the start.
You really have not a single thing about you that makes you decent, you brat. And I'd better never see you walking around town in such a laid-back fashion again, either. It embarrasses me knowing that my disgrace of a daughter is out somewhere where everyone can see her.
What's gotten into you this time? You really have the worst personality out of anyone.
Thank you for going out for coffee with me today. I have to meet with someone relating to my job there later today, and I didn't want to just sit around on my own for a few hours waiting. So you being around to talk with me for a bit and have a cup was very kind of you.
No worries, Jessica. And thank you for paying for coffee for me.
Also, as for what Mom had told you today, you really don't have to worry about a word she said to you, all right? She just happens to be a toxic witch is all.
I totally understand that. And luckily for myself, I haven't been worried by anything she said.
Are you sure? If you really aren't upset by her, then that's good. But are you sure you're not taking everything she said personally and are hiding it from me? I don't want you to be dealing with all this on your own, okay?
I told you I'm fine. You're getting too worried over nothing. If anything, I think it's you between the two of us that's getting all worked up by what she said to me.
What?
Jessica, you've lived your whole life being cared for so dearly by Mom all the time, right? So when you see me being treated like I'm not even her daughter, that probably makes you uncomfortable.
It does, actually. I have always felt a bit unnerved by everything she does to you. But for the longest time, I haven't ever been able to do anything to help you when things like that start again.
You don't have to worry about it, though. You and I have been friends forever, so we didn't know how to deal with situations like this. So don't feel like I'm angered at you or anything over it. Also, when Dad was still around, he was there to make sure I had someone who cared for me.
That's true. Dad was such a great man. But I still can't forgive myself for never stepping in.
Do you not realize that I'm thankful for you? When I was kicked out of the house after high school, you allowed me to come to your house for a while. If it wasn't for you doing such a thing, I'd have been left to the streets.
don't feel thankful for that. At the time, I hated living by myself anyway, so it was for my own selfish wants. And back then, Mom was paying for half my rent and for a lot of my things in the place. So I was blessed with the house I was allowed to live in. And also, once you moved in, you started to do all the chores and cooking for me. So I really can't have you thanking me for any of that.
Well, come on now. You were never going to clean your house or cook for yourself because you were too busy being a model. I'd thought that at the time, that if I didn't start to cook for you, then you might start to gorge yourself on fast food and ruin the body that's gotten you your career.
See? I should be thanking you for taking care of me back then. Honestly, I'm a terrible older sister to you.
Well, I'm totally fine with you being a terrible older sister, so you don't have to get all down about it. Now, how many more times are you going to have me calm you down like this? I hate seeing you sad about everything, so I do it on my own wants. But you really need to get a hold of yourself out there.
You are right, though. I need to stop relying on you to make me feel better like this.
Understand that I'm not angry at you about anything right now, and that I'm thankful for having you as my older sister. Seriously. All right, that's the end of this conversation then.
All right. I'm sorry. Sorry about getting this way every time. I'll do my best to not get so worked up from now on. Thank you again, Ren.
Please take better care of yourself for me.
I'll try. See you again next week? I'm really looking forward to coming out with you to choose your wedding dress.
Now, I've already told you before that I'm going to choose my dress, all right?
No, you're not. I think I've told you before as well that you do not have a single sense in fashion. So if I let you choose a dress for yourself, it'll be a disaster. This is going to be for one of your biggest days in your life. So please let me be the one to choose your dress for you.
Dang it. I hate having to let my older sister pick out my dress for me. But then again, you are the model, so you have a far better idea of what's right for my body than even I do. Just make sure whatever you choose for me isn't too gaudy. See you next week.
See you soon. Hey, Ren, have you had a look at the picture I just sent you?
What? I just saw it. What is this? Are you planning to go to a funeral soon?
I know what's going on with you. You're going to be having a wedding here soon? I can't believe that my own daughter would try to keep her very own wedding a secret from her mother. And I'm sure you have no plans of inviting me to your wedding either. Well, don't worry, because I've been able to find out all the details regarding you and your upcoming wedding.
I guess I'm getting married soon. What does me getting married and having a wedding have to do with you and the funeral clothing you have there?
Well, I suppose it wouldn't be any fun leaving you here without telling you everything you should know about this. Oh, now, today is the day of your wedding, correct?
What?
Today, I'm planning on going to your wedding, and I'm going to be wearing these clothes to your wedding as if it were a funeral. Huh! And the reason why? Because a simple little brat like you would look a lot better having your mother dressed up for a funeral on your wedding day.
Wait. Hold on a second, Mom. My wedding isn't today, all right?
Yeah. I've already looked into all of it, so don't even bother trying to fool me now. Well, now that you know what you have to look forward to today, I hope you prepare yourself.
Hold it right there.
There are a lot more guests here than I was anticipating. It's quite amazing that someone like you would be able to fool this many people into coming to your wedding of all things.
You're lying, right? You really went there? Mom, I think it's best if you just turn around and went home right now. I'm not joking around.
I have no reason to be going home now after coming all the way out here. I can tell that the wedding will be getting started very soon here. I hope you're looking forward to seeing me when you get out on stage.
Mom, why are you still trying to harass me like this? I thought you already told me you cut ties with me, so I don't get why you're still trying so hard to be around me. Can't you just leave me be and go enjoy your own life?
The only reason I'm here to mess with you right now is because you never invited me. What the hell did you think you were doing when not inviting your own mother? Do you not feel any form of thanks for all the years I spent raising you?
You already told me that you wanted to cut ties with me, though. Why are you still going on about all of this when you don't even want me as your daughter? It's starting to become a headache for me trying to figure out how you really feel right now. Are you mentally okay?
Shut your little mouth. No matter how much I don't want you to be my daughter, you will still respect me as your mother and be punished for acting out of line. Now please, get yourself ready to really enjoy the wedding you're putting on for everyone. Of course I'll be waiting for you, and the clothing I found matched my feelings for you the best.
Why are you trying to do this to me? Seriously.
I find it very thoughtful of me, coming in this all-black dress for my plain daughter's wedding today. I'm sure you'll want the wedding cancelled once you see how everyone else reacts to seeing the bride's mom in funeral clothing.
I already had my wedding yesterday, though.
What?
My wedding was yesterday. Today you're at the wedding of some complete stranger.
You're lying to me, right? Oh, there's no way I got all the information wrong. I know for a fact that the person who told me the details of your wedding would never mess any of the details up.
Tell me, Mom, who is the one that told you about my wedding?
Who? I just heard about it through some rumors, is all.
Through rumors. So what the hell were you just talking about? You made it sound like you had some kind of important informant, you idiot. Well, anyway, my wedding is not today, Mom. I can give you all the evidence you need of that right now if you want.
No way. You weren't kidding. I have no idea who either of these people are that just walked out. If you knew that today wasn't your wedding, then tell me that sooner. I knew something was off here. All of these really good-looking guys here. Why would any of them ever go to a wedding for you, of all people?
Ugh, you really are such an imbecile. Well, have fun at the stranger's wedding. Bye-bye.
Wait a second. Hey, wait a second. Ren, you reply to me right now.
Come on. How many gosh dang times are you gonna try calling me today? It's pretty freaking annoying. I'm tired from my wedding yesterday and would really like to relax. Can you just save all of your BS for another day?
Hey, please, come help me. For some reason I felt a little bit of fear by being at this stranger's wedding, and now I know why. I'm trying to leave, but they're not letting me go home now. They are saying that I'm from another gang, and am trying to make a point at the wedding.
Oh God, that's pretty scary, Mom. Well, I'm sure that they think that you were trying to harass the bride or groom in some way by showing up in all black for a funeral.
I want you to talk to them right now and tell them this was all a big mistake. If you don't, I'm not sure what's going to happen to me.
What's the situation like right now?
I ran and locked myself in the bathroom. But they keep banging on the door, asking me to let them in. They keep telling me they're going to all teach me a lesson, but I'm just an old and confused woman who got the dates wrong is all. I tried explaining that to some of the guests, but not a single one of them wanted to listen to me.
Well, that might have to do with them all thinking you came to the wedding dressed in black to try to harass someone. Ugh, all right. I'll go ahead and give the reception hall a call and see if I can explain what's happened to them.
Really? Thank you.
I went ahead and had a talk with someone on the phone, and I think I cleared everything up for them. Of course, you're not going to be let off the hook easily, though. You went and ruined a very important wedding to someone after all.
That's what they're telling me now. They're telling me to pay half of the wedding costs right now.
Pretty kind of them to only be asking you for half, right? I was thinking having you pay for everything would have been correct punishment.
But I can't even pay for half the wedding, Ren. Would you please give me some money?
That's gonna be a no from me, Mom. Why should me, the one you were trying to harass today, give you any kind of money to help you out of your own mess? You should be happy I was kind enough to even call the wedding place and explain why you were ruining the wedding in the first place. But that's it from me now. You figure out how to pay them on your own.
What kind of heartless woman are you? This is why I call you such a plain and ugly woman all the time.
The only reason you've called me is that because you're a stupid witch. Well, that's it from me. You're really not getting any of my help now.
Wait a second. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. Hey, I'm really sorry, okay? Your own mother is apologizing to you now, right? Jessica? Hey, wake up! What? Why are you calling me over and over like that? I'm really tired right now and I'm trying to sleep in. Can you just call me later today or something? Do not start acting like your heartless sister to me now, too. Hey, can you please let me borrow some of your money? What was that? A few things have happened to me, and I'm in real need of some money. You're a model, after all, so you must have a lot of money on you, right? If you have $20,000 just sitting around, that'll be enough for me. So please, just give me that and I won't bother you anymore. Oh, I just got a message from Ren explaining the whole situation to me. I see what's going on here now. What? A message from Ren? Just now? I can see now that you're going to try asking me for help. Well, now you at least know what's happened to me, right? I'm sure you already know how much your little sister hates me and all that, but I know you'll be kind enough to help me, right? Right? You really think I'd want to help you? I sure do. After all, I've done everything and anything for you all your life to make sure you were happy. Unlike that little worthless brat, Ren, you are the cutest daughter imaginable. You also happen to have a wonderful job. I was the one that helped you get that job as a model as well, right? You are my pride. I knew it, Mom. You're the worst. Hey, I know that this time I may have taken things a little too far, all right? Ah, right. Can you please come to the reception hall right now? Huh? Why should I go there? Well, you're a famous celebrity, aren't you? If you come here right now, you'll make a lot of these people very happy, and I won't have to pay them anything in order to leave. What? Are you really saying that? If you could just give a few of them your signature and take a few photos with them, I'm sure they'll let me go. So please. So you're going to use your own daughter to get you out of a sticky situation with some strangers that you chose to piss off? I'm a little lost for words here. You're rotten. Why are you calling your own mother rotten? Do you not realize that it's because of me that you're even able to be a famous model right now? I was the one that sent your resume and everything to that agency and got you hired by them. Even though I told you time and time again that I didn't want you doing that. Because of that, you're very famous. So who cares? And yeah, I guess I am a very famous model now, but I wouldn't say that it's all because of you. I was the one that had to work hard to become the woman I am. And you never did anything to teach me how to actually be a model. So don't act like I owe you anything for handing in my resume, because I don't. To be honest, I didn't even want to be a model in the first place. I was only 16 at the time, and what you did forced me to quit high school. I then had to go live on my own in New York, practicing for something I never wanted. I was forced into a life of no choices because of you, Mom. A life I never even wanted. Is that so? Well, I never knew that you didn't want to become a model and move out to that agency. I told you so many times that I didn't want to go, but you never once listened to me. You used the fact that I wouldn't stand up for myself to make me live the dream you probably wanted for yourself but could never have. I wanted to just run away from you both and live my own life, but I knew there was one person who was really cheering me on. And she was Ren. I get it, all right? And we can go ahead and talk about all of that at a later time, okay? I think I may have made some mistakes back then. But right now, it's a bit of an emergency for me. What do you mean it's an emergency for you? To both Ren and I, we view this as you getting what's been coming for you. I don't have any reason to help you out of that situation. Goodbye forever now. You freaking backstabber! I went through all that trouble, favoring you over your little sister. And for what? And I have a few things to say about all of that as well, but I'm sure someone like you would never understand what I mean. I guess I'll try my best to explain things in the most simple way I can. I happen to really love Ren, and seeing you ignore her and toss her aside all my childhood so that you could only focus on me really hurt. To me, she is the only family I have left ever since Dad passed away, and I'm not going to side with you over her. I have no need for you in my life. Goodbye forever now. Wait a sec. Hey! Rin, I have something to ask you, so please respond to me. I can see that you're reading all these texts, so you haven't blocked me yet, right? I have something very serious that I'd like to talk to you about. I've already been blocked by your sister, so I'm not able to get in touch with her anymore.
Go ahead. I was just thinking that today would be the perfect day to finally block you, so this will be the last chance to talk to me.
I was kicked out of the apartment building that I was living in. I wasn't able to pay for the rent there anymore. Look, after what happened at that stranger's wedding, I was forced to pay a lot of money that I haven't been able to make back.
And?
I know now that I have done a few bad things in the past as well, okay? I know that very well now. I will apologize to you in person the next time I see you. So please just help me out.
You've done a few bad things in the past as well? Oh, so that must mean you feel as though I've done some bad things in the past too, then.
No, that's not at all what I meant by that.
I know for a fact that you do feel as though I'm still in the wrong for everything. So you were kicked out of that apartment? Sucks to suck, doesn't it? Good luck with whatever you end up with next, okay?
What? Hey, hold on. Do you plan to just throw me away then?
Well, look, Mom. It's not like you're working a job or anything. And for the past few years, you've been relying on Jessica to help pay for your bills, right?
Well, that didn't have to do with me not having any of the money myself. All that time I had enough money left over from your father after he passed away.
What did you end up using all his money on then? Have you been gambling it all away?
No, I had to hire myself someone to help me start searching for where both you and your older sister are living. I have really been wanting for both you guys and I to become a family again.
I see. And even with a hired pro helping you out, you still couldn't find us. So over time, you kept dumping more and more money into the pro for nothing.
That's right. So, please, can you at the very least tell Jessica that I'm wanting to talk to her?
Huh? Why do you need to talk with her now?
Well, it turns out that the pro I hired happens to be a really big fan of Jessica and all. So I promised him that if he can help me find her, I'll let him get to know her better. He said if that's the case, then he'd void the rest of the money I owe him.
Unbelievable. So both you and that pro are just creepy and stupid? Also, why the hell do you need a pro to help you search for us? Just do it yourself.
Well, that pro I hired is actually stupid, and that's why I still haven't been able to find either of you.
You both are brain-dead idiots. Can't with you anymore. That's it. If you think you can just keep trying to rely on your daughters for money, then it's better you just forget about being our mom.
Wait, this isn't about only money. But you have to understand that I don't have anything anymore. I need some money at the very least from one of you.
Sorry, I'm not in the mood to help you out. And I sure never will be. Would you please stop trying to find either one of us? If you keep all of that up, someone might find out you're our actual mother, and that might make Jessica look bad. After that, my mom was somehow able to get herself into a really run-down apartment, but she needed to continue borrowing money in order to feed herself, only inching herself closer to hell. She'd gotten herself a part-time job and all, but uses the money she makes there to keep searching for Jessica. I'm not saying there are better ways she could be taking care of herself, but I will say that if she doesn't put some of that money into paying off her debts, she's going to have actual hell to pay. But of course, she really only seems to see us as walking banks and seems to think that she still has a chance of getting our money if she ever does end up finding us. By the way, haven't actually blocked her number yet because I find it so much fun watching all the messages pour in from her asking for our help and updating me on her current disgraceful situation. But I'm sure that in time, as her debt continues to grow worse and worse, she'll come to realize that neither Jessica nor I care about her and that she's going to have bigger problems that she needs to worry about. Of course, that's only if she has the brains to realize what kind of trouble she's really getting into with all that debt. A few years later, my older sister ended up retiring from her career as being a model. She did so with the goal of being able to go out and do all the things she wants now, which will probably include her going overseas for a while. I haven't really spoken to her much lately, but that's just because she has a life of her own for once now, and someday I look forward to her dropping by my place again so that I can learn all about the things she's been up to. When it comes to my mom, neither Jessica or I have heard very much about her besides the fact that her last known location was at her apartment after being fired from her part-time job. I'd assumed that those that she was indebted to ended up losing their patience on her, started making their moves on her, leading to her being removed from everyone's daily life. She never did end up finding Jessica or myself either, and her last text to me was a year ago, letting me know that there was someone following her home a lot of the time. As for myself, I'm going to have my first baby this year, and will now have a family of 3. I'm sure compared to my sister, my life and everything is just really plain and simple. But I happen to like having my simple family around me every day, making me a proud and happy mother and wife, and no person is ever going to make me feel bad about that.